Hey everyone, Red Rebel Jeff Jones here, and in this video I want to talk about the recent results of the local elections. Now, there's a bit here, so I want to go through it kind of bit by bit. Some good news, some bad news I will also say, but yeah, let's get into it. So first off, how did the government parties fare? Well, they did actually alright. They both lost seats, but not that many. Fianna Fáil got 248 seats, down from 31, and Fine Gael got 245 seats, down 10 from the last election, which was 2019. Now, that is a little bit surprising. I thought that the government parties would lose quite a bit more than that, but also thinking about it, when it comes to local elections, people tend to be, in Ireland, they tend to be a bit clannish, if that makes sense. They're really solid on local party affiliation, so getting them to change from one party to another or to an independent is very, very difficult. The Green Party, they lost quite a bit more seats. They only got 23 seats in this election, but that's down 26, so they lost more than half their seats, which is understandable, I think, because the Green Party definitely seemed to be the ones running the show almost in the government, even though they're the smallest party there. I think the government is just so afraid that the Greens will walk away if they don't give them fucking everything they want, and I think that's what's happened. But yeah, I was expecting that kind of loss for all the government parties, but guess that wasn't what would result. So what about the opposition parties? How did they fare? Well, Sinn Féin got 102 seats, which is up from 21 on 2019. Which, I'm going to be honest, wasn't that surprising. We kind of knew they'd get a good bit more seats. Although I think they've lost quite a bit of momentum since the surge in the last general election. Now, I think they're going to... I'm not sure how it's going to go with the general election, to be honest, because I think they're either going to lose a lot more seats or they're going to actually increase over time with the general election, because again, local elections and general elections are very different. The local elections will give you a better idea about what's going on, but not necessarily will tell you what's going on. So Labour got 56 seats, which is down 1. Social Democrats got 35 seats, up 13. I'm actually not going to lie. Well, I disagree with the Social Democrats quite a bit. They actually ran a pretty good election, I'm not going to lie. People Before Profit got 10 seats, which is up 3. Fair enough. Like, they weren't going to get much. Solidarity got 3 seats, down 1. Independence for Change got 1 seat, down 2, so those kind of left-wing opposition parties kind of struggled, definitely. So what about the smaller kind of right-wing parties? Well, Independent Ireland got, remember this was their first election, they got 23 seats. That's actually pretty good. Aontú got 8 seats, which is up 5, which I think is a good thing, because I vote, one of the votes I gave was Anna Daly in my local area with Aontú, because I think they'll be pretty good locally. Now, nationally, I don't think they'd be as good. Like, Peadar Tóibín, I think, is a bit he's really good, but I don't think there's that many people that good around him. The biggest winner, seemingly in all this, is Independent Ireland, which they are a new party, and they got 23 seats. And they only ran 61 candidates, so that's actually really good. I think if the independents, especially because Independent Ireland definitely seemed to be a group of independents who were not with the establishment, if that makes sense. They were definitely a lot more, they'd be, I would say, centre-right. But again, I think independents need to kind of collect a bit better, and they definitely need a leader in a sense. But again, would they be independent if they have a leader? Probably not. So a quasi leader in a way where it's not a direct leadership, but it's a rough leadership, if that makes sense. Like, I think a lot more work needs to be done on the part of the right, on the conservative right in Ireland, because it's needed. Because a lot of people will say Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael, they're right wing. Not really. They're kind of right wing on economics. On economic policy, that they'd be kind of centre right. When it comes to social policy, political policy, cultural policy, they'd be a lot more with the left, and that's why the hate speech laws are coming from them. So, yeah, it's not. There definitely needs to be a better organisation from the political right in Ireland. Now, one result I will say that is pretty good is, and it's good news I think in general, and that is the 100% Redress Party. Now, for those of you who don't know, the Redress Party is for the Mica scandal. Basically, years and years ago, houses were being built using faulty materials. They were like blocks that they'd use, made of a stuff called mica. And at the moment, there was such bad quality that today, those houses are literally crumbling down around people, around the occupants of the houses that they're built with. And so, there's been a constant campaign to try and get redress from the government as a result of this, because I think it was kind of government built houses, I think it was. And so they've been struggling, I will say, to get redress with that, but they formed a party, they are a one issue party, a single issue party, but I think parties like that are definitely worthwhile, like 100% redress. They got 4 seats in the northern section of Ireland, but that's really good. And I hope and that's a scandal that's been kind of very obvious, and a lot of people kind of agree that redress needs to happen with that. And so I hope those 4 councillors get leeway with that and get what the hopes of the party is, which is to have the house owners have it fully redressed. Because I can't remember what they're offering now. They're offering, I think it's like, is it 30% or something like that? It's something ridiculously a lot less than what it should be. But yeah, the campaign is going, you're kind of taking a piss with our offer. We need 100% redress with this. So yeah, I hope they do well. Now, I want to briefly mention the European elections. I think the European elections are a lot more eye-opening in terms of the swing to the right. it's not just here that that's happened. It's with France, Germany, all these countries that have had these MEP elections. Right-wing candidates are actually winning a lot of them seats, and it's really made a lot of people kind of stop and kind of think that something's going on here. It's even made Macron call a snap general election in France. And I do hope Le Pen gets in, because I don't think Le Pen is far right. Like, Le Pen, she'd be a good bit further right than me, I will say, but she wouldn't be far right. Also, I do hope she gets in, because I will say, France needs a change of leadership. Especially if France changes leadership to someone who is not as pro-EU as Macron. That'll send a very clear message to the pro-EU side of the side. Because if Eurosceptics get more victories like they did with Brexit, the EU is in trouble. Now here in Ireland, the independents, the Eurosceptic independents did very well. Actually, the guy I voted for in Ireland South, Michael McNamara, got in, which I'm happy for. It'll be interesting to see if that is a better indicator of the way the general election is going to go here. Will there be a bit more of a swing to the right? I hope so. So what do you guys think? Share your thoughts with me in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear them. And if you like this video, hit that thumbs up button, and do not forget to subscribe to keep up with my latest videos. The local elections and the European elections have been eye-opening to some degree, but more needs to be done.